What is going on, everyone? Today, we're going to be taking a look at a League of Legends gameplay where the mastery gets 70 kills and the team gets over 100 kills total. That is absolutely insane. However, there might be one thing you notice that's going to be different about this gameplay, and that is the gameplay is from the pre-rework of the League of Legends map back in about Season 6, and that's because this is going to be the first installment of the new series on my channel where we look at my old videos from back when I used to make YouTube videos back in high school, which was about 6 to 7 years ago. And we're going to kind of break down and see how much I've grown, what I could have improved on, and overall just have a good time, good laugh at what I used to do on YouTube, and then we'll just take it from there. So without further ado, let's get right into this one. So, for starters, I definitely had a different intro back in the day. So, let's take a look at what my intro used to be before I was Grumpy Koala King. I used to be I'm a Big Red Dog because my name is Clifford. So, my intro was always I'm a Big Red Dog named Clifford. So, let's take a look at that first.
What is going on, my little pups? I'm a Big Red Dog named Clifford, and you guys are watching a 70 kill gameplay.
Wow. Okay, so that intro right there, I'm a Big Red Dog, Peace Heart Troll. I made that myself back in about, I'd say, sophomore year of high school. And honestly, I think it was kind of like cute, and the little troll face at the end with the little heartbeat going. It honestly worked together pretty well. And back then in high school, a lot of my videos were also funny moments videos where I made videos with my friends and we would do like funny, like kind of trolling like videos, but it was more like fun, good-hearted trolling, like ninja diffuses and all that fun stuff. So it worked really well with my channel. Besides that, I think that my intro was always just so funny. I'm a Big Red Dog named Clifford because I'm like kind of doing like just saying who I am while also being the name of my channel. I think that was always pretty interesting. So let's take a look at where we go from here.
In League of Legends, by that guy right there, Master Yi. That's right, 70 kills in one game. There's over 100 kills total by our team. Right now, you're looking at Swagmaster YOLO 1, or as I will refer to him as Keshav, because that is his real name. And you guys might be thinking right now, 70 kills, one game, that's almost impossible. How could he do it? But it's true, he did it in a show that...
So we're going to pause it right there and we're going to take a look. So yeah, I think first of all, again, hilarious name, Swagmaster Yellow 1. Before we get any further, you may be thinking, oh wow, 70 kills is like so many. How did he even do that back in like season like 5 or whatever this was? I will preface this by saying we weren't really like high ranked plat, diamond, or above players. This was probably about high silver, low gold gameplay. So obviously we're playing against people that are pretty average at the game. Nothing too special, but still it was a lot of fun. And if you are wondering at this point, why didn't the other team surrender if they had a 70 kill Master Yi? It was one of those games where basically Keshav was carrying our whole team so hard, but the rest of us were doing very kind of trash, and the other team actually was almost winning team fights minus killing Keshav. So a lot of times what would happen is they would kill like 4 of us, and then Swagmaster YOLO 1, best name ever, would come in, basically get like a quadra kill or a pentakill, and then he wouldn't be able to push long enough. And then once it got further in the game, of course, we were able to end it. But that's about where it comes into play, about where it was what. But honestly, I think that at this point, the audio is not terrible. I used a Blue Yeti that I have since retired, and I think there might be a little bit of background fan noise, or just like overall I could have done a better filtering of the voice. But I think it was still good intro, good quality. I didn't stutter too much since I do have that problem when I record a little bit. I think that the quality of the video, maybe I was probably recording in 1280 720, is not bad, especially because the old map was a little bit lower resolution for League when they reworked it. Turned it into a beautiful landscape that's still used today for the new seasons and so on. I don't know if they'll ever rework it again, at least for the distant future, maybe not 5 or 10 years. But let's look at what is next.
It's not like a fluke or something. I'm going to put up 2 scores right now to show that he's done stuff like this before.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to pause again already. That I think it's so funny, the old summoner icons, where you had the flash and then the ignite. The way that they reworked it, honestly, Riot Games is pretty good with their animation and picture quality. All their illustrations is absolutely phenomenal. And as you'll see, my friend was pretty good at League. This was a high silver, low gold gameplay. However, he was more of a plat, almost diamond player. So playing against silvers and golds, he was able to do really well, and he would almost carry us in so many games. It was actually insane. We'll take a look at a little bit further in the video. I'm gonna just skip towards that.
That lifesteal came really important to him late in the game when he's slicing and dicing those opponents. He gets that health back right there. He's slaying those golems, and he actually got much more health after he fought them than before he fought them. And look at him take down the other master.
All right, I'm gonna pause it there again. I think my explanations of how the items work and why they are advantageous to get, such as like Ravenous Hydra from back in the day to get all that lifesteal along with Bloodthirster. Actually, I don't even know if Ravenous Hydra gave lifesteal back then. I think it did, but I can't remember at this point because I know they reworked it a couple times. But Bloodthirster definitely did, and so I think my explanation of he got much more health because he killed the enemies and like the blue camp and whatnot is a funny explanation. It's like, duh, that's what lifesteal does. But at this point, I was still new to making YouTube videos, and it was my job to explain everything in as clear possible, like clear manner as possible. And so I did my job. I think it's also funny how I didn't really prepare to watch the gameplay thoroughly enough that right here I was like, oh, he didn't get the kill. And then if we go a little bit further,
on the other team, I thought he was gonna take him down. That mastery throughout the whole game. Oh, actually, he did take him down. He must have used.
yeah. So I was like, oh yeah, he didn't take him down. I was like, wait, what? Yes, he did because he ignited him. So overall, I just like I could have planned way better. I think now I usually try to watch the whole video that I'm going to be commentating over, and then I try to take some notes on it. This one's kind of going cold case because I wanted to have a kind of a fresh feel for what I was watching because I haven't watched this video probably in about 4 years. Also, fun note is that when I originally posted this video, because it was obviously very popular because of all the kills, it got upwards of about 886,000 views. And I actually use it on my resume because having a video with that many views shows that I was able to actually use my skills for editing, recording, all that stuff, and put a somewhat viral video on YouTube. So I actually do put that on my resume along with just my channel as a whole. I think it's a cool fact about me, and it shows how much I've accomplished when it comes to my YouTube channel. Obviously, 2.2 thousand followers back in the day was nothing to sneeze at, and hopefully I can grow even further now today.
Plus 10% crit strike chance, which means when you're attacking, there's a chance for you to just go boom, one hit and kill them. And next also is plus 8% movement speed, really important, like I said before, with chasing down enemies as you try to get them. And then another thing is plus 250 health, which really good when.
I think my favorite part about when I was breaking down the items too is just that I went so in depth about every single portion, how they gave movement speed and attack speed and critical strike chance and health, and I just didn't skip over a single freaking thing. I just literally was like, okay, here it is. This is everything it does. Instead of kind of skipping over it, putting it up on the screen, letting people read it, I was like, oh, let's just draw this video out, make it as long as possible, give as much specific information as possible. But honestly, it had a lot of likes and not nearly as many dislikes. So I guess I did my job in explaining exactly what, Swag Master Noob YOLO 1 or whatever his name is did. So I think it paid off in the end, and hopefully a decent amount of people either got a chuckle out of it or they were able to use it to their advantage. I don't know. I wasn't able to communicate with them enough, and now that the video is private, I lost all the comments from back in the day, but you live and you learn. So we're going to take a look at this part of the video now. As you can see, we have the Nexus, the open Nexus. One of our teammates just got killed, but you can see we were almost about to destroy the Nexus and win the game. However, they were able to come out and kill us. You can look by their kills that they were doing fairly well compared to a lot of our teammates. But we were very close to finishing the game at 71 minutes, though. The respawn timers were absolutely insane. They were about a minute and a half long. That was the only reason we were able to get 70 kill gameplay with over 100 total. Right now we're at 109. But you can see also on the minimap, if you look down in the lower right hand corner, that they were pushed out pretty far. They had all of our outer turrets, and at one point they'd actually taken one of our inhibitors. So it was really anyone's game, especially with that long of respawn timers. All they had to do was get one ace and they won the game. So I think it was pretty even when you really get down to it. But right here, let's take a look at how fast Keshav was with Mastery when he comes out of this spawn.
We're gonna go. Sorry, we didn't destroy the Nexus right there because what I was gonna say is we go back to where we are, and you see me guarding our Nexus. It's because they almost won this game. Even though you might think we got over 100 kills total in this game.
Yeah, so I'm mentioning in the video too about how they almost won, and I was literally, my only goal was to guard that, because if they just TP'd in, destroyed the inhibitor, and got the Nexus, then they win. But I think it's so funny with all the movement speed and just Master Yi and like all that other stuff, that he just sprinted out of base so fast. If he had ulted, he would have just been booking it more than anyone in the whole game, and probably would have got to their Nexus in like less than 5 seconds. Let's take a look at the final play of the game now. As you can see in our base, we have Fizz and myself guarding the Nexus because we didn't know where they were. Honestly, the warding in our game could have been way better, but since this is, like I said, we're mostly silver and gold besides Swagmaster Yellow 1, it was kind of hard for me to understand warding back in the day. I'm a lot better at that now. At least I'd like to think I am. But let's take a look at the final play of the game here.
I had it at 2x speed, and for some reason I don't know how to work LOL replay that well yet. He goes in for the Nexus, minions are going all around him, the enemy team's right there, and he picks up the win, destroying the Nexus for our team and beating him.
I think that was the most anticlimactic ending to a game that was 72 minutes long ever. It was literally him walking up and just auto-attacking the Nexus like twice. But at this point, it was 72 minutes into the game, and we were so tired. I think it was like 1 a.m., and we were just like, we want to go to bed. So we decided let's just freaking backdoor. And by backdoor, they were even on the Nexus themselves, but they just couldn't get over them in time. So overall, fun video. I honestly think that my only downside of this video is it could have been better editing when it comes to putting items on the screen, explanations, like what the items did, just so I didn't have to only talk about it and people didn't have to just listen to me, but it could have provided them a visual cue as well for what the items did or anything else that I mentioned in the video. Let's take a look at the outro now and see if that was as impressive and as lovable as the intro.
So that is all for the gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do have any questions on maybe other items he used or any items and stuff, and maybe I have a question for him in particular, ask me, I'll ask him, he'll get back to me, I'll get back to you. That'll be really helpful. I hope you guys found this helpful maybe in some way, because that's what my goal was, as well as to show you guys this insane gameplay. 70 kills one time, and overall we had over 100 kills plus total, and that is awesome. So without further ado, guys, that is all. So peace out, troll. Cliff out.
I just stubbed my
Yeah, okay. I think that was phenomenal. I actually loved looking back on it. Wasn't nearly as cringe as I remember. Outro is pretty good too. You have last video and the music, because I had somebody that I contacted named Shadow Beats make a bunch of music, and they gave me like the kind of rights to use it in my own videos. I think that overall pretty good. I think it was funny how I did the outro too, just like Peace Heart Troll as I did with the intro. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this video of my other video. If you want to see me take a look at some other videos from back in the day, 6 to 7 years ago, break them down, let me know. I had a ton of fun doing this one, and maybe I'll even bring in some of my friends to review some of them with me. We took a look at some of them a couple weeks ago, and they thought they were absolutely hilarious as well. So maybe I'll bring in some of my friends so we can just have a good laugh together, especially for some of my funnier videos versus my informational videos. But if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment below, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you all later.